I get a sudden telephone call from the Chief Secretary of the State. I am sending you to Kalimpong because it is under fire. Gorkha National Liberation Front armed agitation is going. And very recently, one of the militants has cut the hand of a DI like this with a kukri. The houses are burned, bombing happens after 4 p.m. Lot of murders, rape cases are happening. And I was fired upon 3 times. So I have seen people getting killed in front of my eyes. In 92, I organized the first national rifle shooting competition of India called G.V. Mavalankar shooting. Jaspal Rana was shooting there. So there is a big challenge. When you shoot, the target, that mountains where bullet gets embedded, should exactly be in the gyro north direction. Gyro north. So that sunshine, light should not, the shadow should not be there. But that mountain was 30 degree like this. So you have to move the entire mountain by 30 degree. And today that range has produced national champions, Olympic champions. Absolutely. Only an IAS officer can do it.
The Cockroach Janata Party or the protesters Jantar Mantar. In the media, there are multiple narratives. Should actually people come out to the streets and protest?
If somebody is corrupted, he will make the entire country suffer. It has happened. This episode and multiple leaking, not one, has perhaps opened the eyes of the government. It was a leakage in the system. If there was a lapse in the procedures or by the government, the minister should have himself resigned before somebody asking him to resign.
NTA has been conducting NEET and we've seen so many times the paper leaks are there. But when it comes to UPSC, there have never been such allegations. After getting into the civil services, sir, how was the training phase?
We can say it is one of the best in the world. They will teach you mountaineering. Nobody will teach you mountaineering in college or university. And do you know who came to deliver talk on mountaineering? The first man on Mount Everest, Edmund Hillary.
So you'll say there's a lot of red tapism and bureaucratic hierarchy. How do we tackle this? Why do people consider IAS to be so coveted, or why is it sought to be the most sought after job? Ravikant sir, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you very much.
How are you, sir?
Very well.
You look fine and energetic as usual.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Any challenging situation as a collector, sir?
Yeah. Very challenging. My first posting was SDO Durgapur. Very happy posting. Good bungalows, not 1, 2. 1 bungalow for me and my wife, 1 bungalow for my guests.
Okay.
Ambassador car. My age, 24. Okay, after training. And then public sector, MDs, CMDs, guest houses, functions. Durgapur, law and order problems, oil terminal, IOC. There were problems. But overall manageable, very enjoyable. I get a sudden telephone call from the Chief Secretary of the State. Mr. Ravikant, a very strict voice like this. I am sending you to Kalimpong. Transfer. Because it is under fire. Gorkha National Liberation Front armed agitation is going.
Okay.
And very recently, one of the militants has cut the hand of a DIG. Like this with a kukri.
My God.
Okay. And the houses are burned, bombing happens after 4 p.m. Lot of murders, rape cases are happening. But we don't want to post a Bengali officer or a female officer there. And you are the last non-Bengali male person in 85 batch. There is no option. I have to disturb you. Please go. Now imagine what will happen. So in IAS, don't expect cake all the time. Don't expect roses all the time. You will get thorns also. And it's a government order.
Right.
So my goods went with a CRPF escort. So there I was living with a 24/7 CRPF escort. Police was sent in the planes. Even my wife, when she was buying bagan, brinjal, police was going with her. So that was a great challenge in the beginning.
Right.
And my house, we used to keep all weapons, including hand grenades, light machine guns.
Okay.
Because one of my batchmates had been killed by militants in Nagaland, very early in service. One of my batchmates, Subaiya, was stoned to death in Bihar.
Stoned to death.
His case is still happening, going on. We are having hearings. So these risks are always there. Because as a collector, you have to control the mob, law and order.
Yes.
And Nagaland was in violence. So unfortunately, that man, Mr. Reddy, He was coming out of his house. Militants fired up from AK-47. Spot death. This thing could have happened to me in Kalimpong. Because when you are driving, people are firing militants. In fact, I was fired upon 3 times.
Okay.
Yes. And immediately when you have to fire, my CRP people will react. So I have seen people getting killed in front of my eyes. So that risk you have to carry. Risk and rewards, part of the game.
Right.
You are told me challenging. This situation, what I said, will not happen with most IAS officers. It will not happen.
Well, we have to be ready for that as well.
But I'm just telling you. So it happened with me. But finally, truth wins. So finally, the militants surrendered arms. October 1988. Then Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, Prime Minister, came, peace accord, then elections, then happiness. Then my time for promotion, now ADM. Government said, no sir, you can't go. Because you are the experienced person, you stay for some more time. But we will give you ADM scale. Okay, fine, no problem. So then, of course, I became ADM of West Dinajpur. This is a district of Bengal bordering Bangladesh,
Yes.
where gold smuggling was
Rampant.
happening rampant. There are different challenges. Then the government told me, you please divide the district, make it North and South Dinajpur. That I did. Then government told you become ADM of Asansol, very industrial district adjoining. So as ADM Asansol, again fun. You don't know fun, you were surprised by fun. I suddenly it was a very powerful posting. I was head of revenue, royalty, coal, excise, law and order, corporation, everything under me. And I was enjoying it because I love work. And I get good team also. Somebody said, sir, ex officio, you are the president of the Asansol rifle shooting range. Like, what is the shooting range, president, Asansol ADM, kya karna hai? Okay, site visit. 1953, this land was gifted by railways for the police to have a shooting. You can have a shooting club.
Yes.
Ultimately, private people took over the club. Of course, government was there as a control. And they developed some basic facility. I said, this is a very lovely land and shooting sports is coming up in India. Maybe we will win medals in Olympics. We have actually won. But I'm talking of 1992, 93. Then there were rich people there. Then they said, sir, you seem to be interested. Yes, I am very sports-like person. Sir, can you help? Because you are in the position, you have access to people, moneyed people, government. Can we modernize the range, at least state level? Okay, we can do that. How much budget plan? So there is a big challenge. When you shoot, the target, that mountains where bullet gets embedded, should exactly be in the gyro north direction. Gyro north. So that sunshine, light should not, the shadow should not be there. But that mountain was 30 degree like this. So you have to move the entire mountain by 30 degree.
Okay.
Okay, I just heard, my eyes were open, my mouth was open, what they are saying. Bhai, sab karne aayega yahan par. But then somehow I got convinced. I said, okay, next meeting I will give you my decision. You all wanted this local rifle range to be of state level standard. I have decided it will not be state standard. It will be a national standard shooting range. 2, mountains will be moved. 3, any other equipment which was used in the national shooting rifle range, Delhi, Tughlaqabad, will be installed here. Sir, what are you talking? 2 crore budget, what you are saying just now. In 92, 2 crore. I said, I will arrange. Bottom line. After 2 years, it was declared as the national shooting range. And I organized the first national rifle shooting competition of India called G.V. Mavalankar shooting.
Fantastic.
Jaspal Rana was shooting there. And today that range has produced national champions, Olympic champions. Don't you think it is a pride?
True, sir.
Only an IAS officer can do it.
Absolutely.
Because the then Minister of Sports, he helped me. Lot of people helped me. Long story, if you want to see the full story, go to my YouTube channel, Ravikant IAS, open the channel, write rifle shooting. You will get that video. It shows the history, how it started from a very humble. It's like, a tea stall, small tea stall you have. And what is a big chai chain in Hyderabad called? Nilofer, beautiful. Suppose I have a small tea stall and it becomes a Nilofer. So I made it from tea small to Nilofer. And I have a video on Nilofer also on my YouTube channel. You go to my channel, Ravikant IAS, YouTube open, write Nilofer, you will see my video on Nilofer. So our job is to create assets for the country, both material as well as human, and also to synergize the multiple talent in the system or in the district to achieve the common goal. Akina,
Yes, sir.
that is our job. And I enjoy doing that.
Fantastic, sir. So, like when I met you, you made a remark stating that I've not done anything twice, or I've not given any examination twice per se.
Yes.
UPSC cracked it in the very first attempt, engineering services first attempt, and you are
IIT also.
yeah,
first
graduate
attempt.
from IIT Roorkee.
Oh.
So, like the fundamental question is, were you a meritorious student from your childhood, or how did it work like?
My inspiration is my mother. There was a time when we used to study in a Hindi medium school
Yes.
till class 4. Suddenly when my father was transferred to Chandigarh,
Okay.
so the parents thought that they should admit us in the English medium school.
Where is your native?
We belong to Roorkee,
Yes.
which now falls in Uttarakhand.
Yes.
So when we met the principal in the school, so he said, well, your children cannot speak English. So Mr. Ravikant, you cannot be taken to class 5.
Okay.
You have to repeat class 4, learn English so that you can come at par with the other students. So that was perhaps the turning point
Okay.
in my life, my younger brother's life, and my sister's life.
Yes. To choose IIT for your graduation, was it your choice, or somebody has suggested?
Again,
you,
a beautiful
or your parents
question.
have told you?
I had that trait. So my father somehow sensed it maybe. Then he asked me, do you want to become a railway engineer? Okay, so I said, why not? Very much. So then he introduced the idea of IRSE, Indian Railway Service of Engineers.
Acha.
This is the top service, like IAS in the UPSC exam. IRSE is the top service through engineering service examination
Acha.
for boys who do civil engineering.
So that's the reason you chose civil engineering.
Exactly.
Okay. Today we see, sir, people, when they see a topper or a particular person who has succeeded, they think that they're only focused on academics, or bachpan se bhi they are very much into like bookworms and stuff like that. But going by what you are telling, from your childhood days to your schooling and then also your graduation days, you were an all-rounder and you also enjoyed your life, experienced life per se. And as you said, like, it's always like, successes and failures are part of
Yes,
life.
surely. If somebody has to ask me what the secret of success, academic success,
Yes.
I would say slow and steady.
पर आजकल भाग-दौड़ के जिंदगी में everything instant हो जाना
No,
चाहिए.
no,
People
no,
want
no.
it instant gratification.
No, nothing. Point is the depth is more important than the width. What I'm trying to tell you, in academics, the conceptual understanding, fundamental understanding is very important. If you gather that or develop that, then your depth is covered. Once your depth is covered, width is a matter of time only.
Rightly said.
That is a concept. Something which we learned in 4 years was tested on a single day.
Right, sir.
56 subjects we were taught in 4 years. So all of those were taught, covered in the exam in paper 1, paper 2 on the same day. Now tell me, can you remember all that thing? So this exam, or for that matter, your life itself is an exam. Our life is an examination. Every day we are we are getting tested.
Rightly said.
Because no, we cannot stop learning.
Absolutely.
Because life will not stop teaching. I'm repeating. We
Please.
cannot stop learning because life will never stop teaching.
Perfect.
You are learning every day.
So, like, what happens in today's times is, like, most of the people in the social media era, they go for severe competitive culture, like digital competition, and they see people on this, posting things on social media. Some people get too much pressurized. Like, okay, I am unable to match up to their standards. Why am I unable to do things like them? But you took competition in a positive stride and saw to it that there's a healthy competition and you improve your academics. Now, for a youngster sitting in today's time, what do you suggest them? How do they handle competition? That's a major challenge.
I would say the role of parents is paramount. The role of teachers also paramount. Because today's children, teen or youth, they are propelled, by what? Only one thing, peer pressure.
Right. Peer pressure, peer comparison.
Peer pressure. Peer pressure means comparison. If you are using iPhone 17 and if I don't have iPhone 17, I'll keep on harboring a feeling of inferiority. If the parents don't step in here and they have to teach you the difference between materialism and material, you have to teach them that mobile is your slave. You cannot be a slave to mobile. But when parents themselves are slaves to mobile, with what face or with what conviction will you teach your children? And
what was the reason to prepare for UPSC? Was it your childhood dream or you got inspired by somebody? How did this UPSC interest come in?
So I asked my father that this chief guest, I still remember the name, imagine, SK Tuteja IAS. Then I said, what is this IAS? First time.
Okay.
He said, this is this. They are the top people in the country, administrators, but this exam is very difficult.
So that was a seed.
That was a seed which was planted, but then with passage of time, it went deep down. It did not grow. The aim was still IRSC. The aim was still engineering service exam after finishing my IIT Roorkee bachelor's degree. Seed was there, but somehow it went very down, did not germinate. I was just thinking, why don't you try IAS exam?
Okay.
I knew what is this exam. But this was not my manzil. ये मेरा गोल पोस्ट था ही नहीं.
मंजिल तो रेलवेज में था.
बस वहीं जाना है. और ठीक है. Then he gave me example that I move in the department. You see, in my Haryana State Electricity Board, we have so many engineers from IIT, but there is only one chairman. He's an IAS officer. Then I thought, यार बाप का बात में दम है. That he has a point.
थोड़ा spark ignite हुआ.
Trust me, Shashank Garu. I started preparing for IAS the same day.
Seriously?
Same day.
What was the exam pattern at that point of time, sir?
Exam pattern was you have to choose two optionals.
Yep.
So two optionals and general studies.
Yes.
That's it. There was no essay. There was no CSAT, nothing. Only 3 subjects. Optional 1, optional 2, general studies into 2. So 2 papers.
Prelims में भी optional था.
हाँ, prelims में optional subject plus general knowledge. Again, it was civil engineering for me. I was good in civil engineering, and Roorkee is known for civil engineering.
Yes.
Even today.
Yes.
The secret of success is very simple: aptitude. I now do teach boys and girls on how to become IAS. I also teach. You can make me a faculty in your coaching institute.
Pleasure is ours.
And you will become very famous. I'll also earn some more money. Huh? I always want to earn honest money.
True.
I have never taken even a single naya undue favor from anyone in life. Therefore, I sleep happily. I'm a peaceful person. I'm absolutely no
joyful
stress.
as well.
And life is now. Zindagi aaj hai.
Means
I
a lot.
believe in this. Zindagi aaj hai. Jio. ठीक है. I don't want to keep any burden, baggage, tension in my head. The very fact I'm coming here, I had copied your invitation to some of the students. They said, sir, can we come? No, sorry, you can't come. Just see and enjoy. Aptitude. You should love what you are doing. The subject will be a fun. If you are having this burden of learning, then you will never learn.
Absolutely.
Or even if you learn, you will not be able to produce it in that language in the examination hall. This is one. Second is, of course, handwriting counts. I'm not saying anything about that. It does count. Third is your presentation style. See, anything today, you look at any rock star, performer, there are two things. One is matter, content. Another is packaging.
Rightly said.
A very good tasty food is not presented well. You don't feel like eating it.
True.
See, what did I tell you? Content is important. Presentation is also important.
Both are
And let us not forget, examiner is a human being.
Right.
So that is the secret of actually success. Aptitude, fundamental clarity, then content and presentation style. There are many other things, time management, that management. I'm not talking about that. And another thing I must add here, when I went to Chandigarh after finishing my engineering, with a view to appear in the civil services next year, sociology started preparation from ABC. Calendar setting is very important because the date sheet will not be depending upon your preparation. No?
True.
It will come. And your time starts reverse counting from that. Typically, prelims, honestly, Shashank never bothered. I never thought it's an exam. I never even prepared for that. Just one fine day, I walked in the examination hall. Prelims, if you can't clear prelims, then you forget civil services. Honestly, don't prepare for prelims. You prepare for mains only. Prelims is just a door through which you need to enter. Okay. So I had to set my timetable and I started from the date of October when an exam happens.
Right.
I had made monthly timetable. I made a weekly timetable. Then I broke it down to daily timetable.
Yes. Perfect.
And daily timetable, I thought I cannot spoil my health and happiness because of exam. Because I have to go to Rose Garden in the morning to walk. I have to cycle to Chandigarh Lake, Sukhna Lake, which is around 5 kilometers from my house. So these were my regular activities. So my study schedule was very happy. And it did not disturb my happiness, entertainment, and my passion for other things. 9 a.m. to 12 noon, shift 1. 12 noon to 3 p.m., lunch, rest, everything else. 3 hours break. Second shift, 3 to 6 p.m. Then again, Sukhna Lake, physical exercise, taking bath, food, TV, black and white Doordarshan TV, very good. Huh? So 3 hours break again. Then final shift 9 to 12. So I'm repeating 3 shifts.
Yes.
9 to 12 noon, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Then last 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. So 9 hours. And with 2 breaks of 3 hours each, what do you want? What do you want? And people say we don't find time. So I've given you 9 hours of a beautiful time. I stuck to that timetable for next 6 months without break.
You were sleeping for 7 to 8 hours.
12 midnight to, I used to get up aram say at 7:30. Go for a walk in Rose Garden, come back, take bath, 9 a.m. ready. So, lovely. You have to fall in a rhythm. You have to fall in a discipline. And children who study very late, thinking that they will cover, no, they spoil their entire day tomorrow. And when you are sleeping, your level of concentration, focus goes out. You are not your 100%.
Right.
So rhythm in life is very important. Even as a professional, your rhythm is important. Our human body, human mind is not meant for peaks. It is meant for a rhythm.
Rightly said, sir.
Because your heart beats with a rhythm.
Bah.
Your heart doesn't beat irregular, no. If your heart beats irregular, that means you are a heart patient. So when God has created rhythm in your life, when God has created a biological clock in your head, when you sleep, when you get up at 6 a.m. without alarm. Why? There's a rhythm.
Bio
So
clock
if
bolte hain.
yeah, exactly. If you follow that rhythm, and when the two rhythms match, it is called physics resonance.
Oh.
The amplitude increases. Or in other words, your success increases.
Amazing, sir. Like success is one thing, sir, but cracking it in the very first attempt, it's not an easy task. I mean, was there any particular strategy, or now when you look back, every exam that you have given, you've cleared in the very first attempt? Now there are people who are struggling for years together, doing the same preparation process, but they still don't clear the examination.
Yeah, that is true. Even during my time, when officers joined the academy,
And at that point of time, the number of posts were also very less, right?
we were 160 in 1985 batch. And it was a very large batch compared to the intake in those days.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, in physics, there is a definition of work. What is work? Force into distance. Force is a vector. Distance is scalar. Work is a scalar quantity. Okay. If you put 1 ton of force and you don't move a distance any inch, so distance is 0. You have put 1 ton force. The work done is 0.
0. Yeah.
So that applies in life also. Get my point? So just putting force does not matter. Studying very heavy, and some people, I'm very sorry to tell you, buy very costly books. They will buy Sham series on subject. No, when you look at those books, very costly and difficult English, and you actually get overawed seeing those books, overwhelmed. I never buy costly books.
And also too many books.
And too many books. Limit your books.
Right.
Once you master a subject base, when you create a base, then you can, always do cake to hona na pehle, icing baad mein dalenge.
Sahi baat.
First you bake your cake. Then you can put any number of icing. That is better, provided you have the time, inclination, resources. One should always do self-testing.
That's where introspection.
Self-testing what? You pick up any question paper of the last civil service and attempt it. You will then understand, 3 hours perhaps or two less to write it. Then you will control your word limit. Then you will control the order in which you are answering the question. So you start moving these small distances before taking the examination. Like today you have mock interview. It is a mock test you are taking. There is a clock in front of you. There is a question paper and you start attempting it. When you attempt these question papers, then that competitive edge and that rehearsal for the final show on the stage, that confidence comes in.
Yes.
I still recall we used to have quiz shows in Doordarshan, quiz.
Yes.
And that was fortunately in my break time, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And me and my mother used to enjoy that. I was answering most of them. That was also moving small distances. So what I'm trying to tell you, start celebrating small successes.
Yeah. Means a lot actually.
Small success celebrate.
That matters.
That matters.
Self-acknowledgement also.
Self-acknowledgement. You should, when you take a flight, what does the air hostess say? When there is a fall in the cabin pressure, the oxygen mask will drop down automatically. Right. First you put the mask on you, then help others. Charity begins at home. So we are always out to make others happy, others whatever. So first I have to make myself happy. If I am not happy, how can I make you happy? Same thing applies here. First you strengthen yourself, then only you can give strength to others. Same concept as oxygen mask. First you put yourself, then you help others.
True.
Same thing in life. Small successes one must celebrate.
Note making, sir, like how crucial is it?
Because, any exam, big or small, especially civil services, where the syllabus is very huge. And you cannot revise the subject even prior to the examination. So then how do you recollect figures, key facts, key things? I always advise make small notes on the topics which you think are difficult, on the topics which you will forget, on the numericals, questions which you will get stuck. Because if you get stuck today, surely you'll get stuck in examination hall if you do not revise it or you're on top of it.
Right.
So only make notes where it is a bit difficult for you. Or for example, I'll give you an example. What are the factors causing global warming? Let us take a question. It's a very important question. It will surely come in any form.
In some form or other.
It will come. So here, don't make detailed notes. Just write one. Methane, for example, water vapors, the chlorofluorocarbons, the factors. So that these are just these are memory indicators. Because if you know methane, then you can write 50 sentences on that. So this is number one. The second point which I am going to tell you is to how to attack the syllabus.
Attack the syllabus.
Attack the syllabus. Be in attacking mode, no defensive mode. And you should, when you start preparing for the IAS, you should think IAS, live IAS, dream IAS. You should start imagining you are already in the IAS. That winner mindset has to be there right from the day one. So your morale has to be high. And morale and confidence are high when I told you. Work is equal to force into distance. You have to keep moving distances and you have to celebrate small successes as they come on the way.
Incrementally, step by step.
Step by step.
Yes.
Now I am going to tell you a very important thing. How to read. How to shortlist. How to revise. And how to recollect.
These are some of the most prominent questions.
Four important things I am telling you here. When, let us pick up, let us say I have got 3 books.
Right.
And notes, coaching institution notes. So you give a code word, coaching C. D. Haralambas, DH. MN Srinivas, MNS. Andre Bite, AB. You give code words. And I am now concentrating on a topic, ideal types in sociology. So in the first reading, I read this subject topic in all the 4 books, one by one. I don't do like this. I'll take subject by subject. Syllabus mein jo items hai, I'll take one by one. I take this topic. I read all the 4 books. Some book explains it very nicely. Some book I understand when I read that book because fundamentally I do not know the concept. So that advanced material becomes understandable when I read the material in Haralambas. Haralambas explains very well. So this is the first reading. You only understand. Now, do you think before the examination I'll have the time to read all the 4 in all the books?
Impossible.
No way. So in my second reading, same day or next day, you see the concept will sink in my mind. Then I never ever use pen in my life. I use only pen for signing orders, government orders. All academic things I do with pencil. So let us take any particular book, Haralambas. I will use my pencil and whatever sentences are important, I'll just put a bracket in the beginning, bracket at the end. Neatly. And any phrase or sentence is very key. I'll just underline it lightly. So, sir, I am done with Haralambas. Now I'll read other books, do the same treatment. And in my khata, register, I told you 1 page, 1 topic.
Right.
I'll write top and then I will write which book at what page and in what order. You see, there are 4 books. I have to read in order. No. So I will write the order. So let us say one particular author, code word. I'll write that code. I'll write the page number 369. So when I read this book, third reading, I'll open that book 369. I already underlined and this thing. Cut, 4 books. Within 5 minutes, I'm on top of the topic. So how do you like this style?
Good, sir. Now, like after getting into the civil services, sir, how was the training phase?
Getting into civil service training is the most interesting part of our life. And I can say that the training imparted by Government of India at Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration, Mussoorie, we can say it is one of the best in the world. They spend huge resources and they get best teachers. We have faculty there, normal faculty, but let's say, for example, in my case, they will teach you mountaineering. Nobody will teach you mountaineering in college or university. And do you know who came to deliver talk on mountaineering? The first man on Mount Everest, Edmund Hillary. He is no more now. Then they will teach us dance. They want to, people come from various backgrounds to the academy. Some are very rural. Some are highly urban. Some people have not seen India other than their own city. So how do you expose them and make them confident? So you will be taught dance, culture of India. So Sonal Mansingh will come and deliver lecture. She will first dance and then speak. Journalism, Arun Shuri will come. So all the top-notch people will come. Rashtrapati of India, President of India will come. Prime Minister of India will come. Home Minister will come. So what happens when you hear them, interact with them, you start feeling confident because tomorrow you have to deal with them.
Yes.
And this training is not bookish training. No, they take us to Bharat Darshan for 2-3 months.
More practical and
they expose us to public sector, tribals. We stay in army, with army at the border of Pakistan or China. I was in Rajouri, Poonch. I still remember the name of the forward defended locality, FDL 429, up in the mountains, wearing the army dress so that it could not be recognized. We live with the tribals in their village. There's the village visit. You understand what a village is. And you don't get pakka toilets, by the way. Then. So that is a training. Okay. So then you have a stint with the public sector also. I was trained in BHEL Bhopal, that how a public sector functions. There's a mix of lectures, demonstrations, factory tour, etc., etc. So they try to make you a mature personality, informed personality, and a confident personality. Obviously, they do teach law, economics, whatever is needed for governance. And one thing which is very interesting in academy, there are many lazy boys and girls who get up at 10 a.m. There, the day starts at 6 a.m. And it is very cold in Mussoorie. So 6 a.m. you have no choice but to run. Then come back, do yoga. Of course, then you are given doodh and jalebi, etc. So it's full of physical activity also. There are marks for extracurricular activities. And all these marks also get added in our UPSC score to determine your seniority in the state which you are allotted.
Well, let's say if somebody is unable to perform well during the training period, how does it work like?
Till now, no officer has been dismissed or suspended because of failure in the courses there. It is very difficult to fail actually because people are so well read, but sometimes some boys and girls, they are so fatigued by IAS preparation that they don't want to see the books. They will take it very casually. They do fail. Officers rarely pass. Rarely pass. But then it is okay. Because when you go to the state, if you do not pass that exam, language, you are not given promotion. So ultimately, everybody has to pass.
So like, let's say a person who's into the Labasna Academy and they have they've had a bad conduct or indisciplined activities. In that scenario, what would be the action on them?
First of
Or
all,
let's say some FIR or case has been registered.
it's very unfortunate that these bright boys and girls should they should fall so low that action has to be taken. It's very rare actually. What is a misconduct?
Recently there was a news.
Well, that is an NPA that happened. I won't like to comment on that without knowing the case.
It's still sub judice.
But typically the disciplinary cases are you did not attend the class, or somebody wants to go home. Home is very near.
Yeah.
So typically they will go on Friday and come on Monday morning without information. So those little things are actually taken very carefully there.
Yeah.
If we who are expected to govern bureaucracy at the highest level, if we are not disciplined, then how can we, sort of control others?
Yes.
So that feeling of discipline also comes there. You understand?
Yes.
But then after all, we are all human beings. And nobody is perfect. Chota mota chalta hai, that everybody, that's not taken. But I don't recall anything serious or anything to recall on that front.
No, can they be suspended, or how does it work like that?
I don't think anybody has been suspended or removed from the service because of training matters or training grounds.
Yes,
No, not yet.
Yes. Now, coming to personality tests, sir, like you've guided many aspirants to get good marks in the personality test or the interview.
Yes.
So what is the expectation of UPSC when it comes to the personality test?
It's a very good question. Very good question. I think I'll be very happy to answer this.
Please.
My batchmate Ajay Kumar is today chairman UPSC. Okay. He was Secretary Defense before. He comes from Kerala cadre. He's a UP man. I have trained many boys and girls during mock interviews, and many from IPS because NPA is here. And one of my students topped civil services, Aditya.
Okay.
He's IIT Kanpur person. He was NPA. The concept of mind you, it is not interview test. It's called personality test. What do they judge? They judge your personality. That how good are you as a person, as an administrator, or befitting the higher echelons of the bureaucracy. Let me be very specific. Personality test is not there to test your knowledge. Your knowledge has already been
tested
in the main examination. Period. So do not unnecessarily take stress or start making notes or academic, because you have learned so much. They will ask you anything under the sun or maybe over the sun. Satellite is over the sun or whatever. Okay? They will assess moment you enter the room, how you enter the room, how you sit on your chair. Do you take permission? Are you naturally self, or are you, doing some theatric appearance? They want that you should be natural, your true self. Sometimes they will ask you difficult questions. Deliberately. How you react to that situation. Do you panic? Or do you start telling lies? Of course, nobody is expected to know 100%. So you can always say, sorry sir, I do not know about it. Rather than telling lies and wasting everybody's time and impression, better to politely, I do not know. They will switch to next question. And as a candidate, my endeavor should be that maximum questions should be asked by all the members. And one has to be brief to the point. Brevity is the soul of the wit. Do not over-explain. Do not create long introductions. Attack the question right on its head. Drive the nail right on its head. Okay. And if they find you good, they will go deeper. So you can go deep with them. And one more point. When you are talking to one person, member, do not ignore others. Keep giving glances here and there also. That shows your strength. Sometimes they hang a world map and they will say, okay, tell us where is Venezuela. So you should have a good idea of geography of the world. Understand? And generally they will discover how analytical you are. You need not take sides. You need not be politically correct also there. You should give your opinion. They may ask, for example, if the interview held today, what is your reaction towards this so-called cockroach party? There you have to take a stand which is mature. There, you should not act like an activist there. So what I'm saying, do not take extreme positions. Remain moderate. So these are some of the points which must be taken care.
So there could be some topics which are controversial or which doesn't have a finality, right?
Yeah.
In that scenario, what should the candidate do?
Yeah, there are topics which nobody has concluded. So you also need not conclude. You should say, as per my opinion, perhaps this can be done or this should be done. Like on this Cockroach party, this Jantar Mantar, if I ask question, yeah, everybody has a right to protest. Nobody can deny that. And they were saying they will be peaceful. Maybe some outside elements have come to sort of discredit the boys and girls and they became violent. This has to be looked into. So that is the answer I will give. I will not say government is bad or they are. The point is, don't be judgmental. The bottom line is, do not be judgmental. Give your opinion.
So like as you have already mentioned about this issue presently, the Cockroach Janata Party or the protest as Jantar Mantar. So what is your opinion per se, sir? Like, like in the media, there are multiple narratives, right? Should actually people come onto the streets and protest? Or these days, people are also proactive on social media, right? Some people are expressing their opinions on social media. Now, in the recent times, you've seen people are proactive on the streets as well. Now, there's a mixed opinion that this is a very wrong phenomena, this is not the right approach to do.
My take is very simple. If it was purely students and their cause, it is perfect. Everybody has a right to demonstrate, to protest, to voice their opinion. But unfortunately, as it appears to me, it has become a cocktail of politics entering, some Gunda elements entering, some people entering who want to become famous overnight by doing these activities. So it has gone out of their hands now.
But any movement for that matter, any social movement for that matter, it has all these kind of elements, right? So
yes.
If we look at it from historical perspective also, politics comes into picture only when there's a public resentment out there.
True. I do not want to extend this discussion from political angle because, as you know, our opposition today is not actually a mature opposition.
Okay.
It is opposing they will oppose everything and anything. Okay. And you know, some people are talking anti-national, anti-India things going abroad. So such opposition parties today, they are very desperate because they have been losing elections one after another. They are shrinking. So it is their desperation which is now talking, and we see it on the roads. And they are looking for earliest opportunity that where is the protest, they will join hands. They will visit the victims, so-called victims or whatever. So protest is fine, but when it is vitiated by the vested interest of the political parties, and obviously make hay while the sun shines, some Gunda elements come. Somebody doesn't like the government for XY reasons. Okay, they have a right not to like the government. They will also join. They have no cause, but they join. It gives them a platform, a forum. That's it.
Right.
So I don't think it is a very serious thing. It is sort of a blip. It will wither away with time. NEET. Now tell me, when the NEET exam failed, yes, it failed miserably. If there are moles in the system, if the paper setter himself or herself is leaking, how can you blame this happens anywhere? Even the rockets fail. They get burned. Do you think people are anti-national? So anybody who is a mole in the system or who is creating these issues, so they have to be dealt with law. But also this has opened the eyes of the government that examinations have to be made foolproof and leak-proof. It can be done, but everything needs more resources. Like UPSC IAS exam. I have never heard that paper was leaked.
Yeah, why do you think so? Like, we see so many paper leaks when it comes to state PCS, or like NTA has been conducting NEET, and we've seen so many times the paper leaks are there. But when it comes to UPSC, there have never been such allegations.
Correct. Reason is, it is such a high-stake, prestigious exam. The level of precautions and the scrutiny, and they are careful at every stage. perhaps that amount of vigilance is not given to other exams. That's my opinion.
That's a personal opinion.
Personal opinion.
Yes.
So, examination, big or small, is an examination.
True that.
We cannot play with the careers of the children. So, all examinations should be given the equal weightage, and even if there are elements in the system, see, ultimately everything is driven by the human beings. Yes or no?
Absolutely.
If somebody is corrupted, he will make the entire country suffer. It has happened. So our endeavor should be to make it as leak proof and keep the integrity of the examination as high as possible. And this episode and multiple leaking, no, not one,
Yes.
has perhaps opened the eyes of the government.
So from an administrative viewpoint, like whenever such kind of controversies or such kind of issues come to the forefront, now there's a public which is angry, and the public angst is channelized in some form or other. In that scenario, people demand resignation of the concerned minister or the concerned IAS officer also in some scenarios, or IPS officer. Let's say there are like law and order issues. People demand the resignation or the transfer of the commissioner of police and stuff like that. So how do you look at this scenario?
See, this is a automatic reaction. If there was really a lapse, I won't say this was a lapse of the government. It was a leakage in the system, personal. If there was a lapse in the procedures or by the government, the minister should have himself resigned before somebody asking him to resign. And this has been happening. People have resigned, some railway accident happened or whatever happened. But in this particular case, I don't think minister is anyway responsible. There was a leakage in the system, a corrupt fellow, they have been caught, and asking for minister resignation is more political than logical. That's how I would conclude.
Not only for this case, sir. Usually, by like whenever there's a failure, is it advisable that a person should resign and we arrive at a solution, or is it better that the person should continue and rectify the issue?
If the problem occurred because of your lapses, because of your inefficiency, then it is your moral duty to resign. And in case it was other than the procedures established by you or some leakage by a person here and there, private leakages, in that case you should continue. Very important, because you know the system and then you know how to repair the system well. The new man will again take his time, etc., etc. So that is how it is. What I am saying, resignation is not the answer.
Got it.
The answer is find where the leakage, who is the culprit, and accordingly take the things forward for a better tomorrow.
So let's come back to civil services, sir. Like, so like once you got into the IAS, the training part and all, so you were posted, right? So like most of the civil servants say that like the district collector post is the best period of their career. So how was it for you?
The beauty of the IAS is, which I keep telling others, why do you want to work so hard for IAS? If you join a private sector, it will take you 30 years, 40 years to become the CEO.
Right.
In IAS, you become CEO the next day, first day of your joining. You join as what? SDO, sub-collector, different names.
Yeah.
You become in charge of a subdivision, total boss. You are the CEO. So that is the thrill. And this collector post starts from day one actually. You are the SDO. Then you become the district level officer. You don't become collector, you become additional collector.
Yeah, additional joint collector, etc. Yeah.
Additional or ADM. And then you become district magistrate. Actually, let me explain this term.
Please.
It is both collector and district magistrate.
Many people don't understand that.
I'll tell you why.
When you call about DM.
In North, some people call it, in Northeast, you call DC, Deputy Commissioner. In Haryana, you call Deputy Commissioner. In Bengal, UP, they call District Magistrate. Here, you call Moses Collector. All are same. The real term, technical term is District Magistrate and Collector. Today, as I think, this collector word should be removed. Why? Because when Britishers came, they wanted to consolidate the administration. East India Company was trading, then they became political. They wanted to govern India, use their resources, etc., etc. I'm not going into the British, but when they started this tradition of ICS, Indian Civil Service, and they actually wanted only the Britishers to become district magistrates and collectors. Why? They only held the exam in London. Then there were no center in India. Okay. There they had started revenue administration to collect taxes from the farmers. Otherwise, how will the money come for making railways, roads, any developmental works? So the job of the officer, the district head, was chiefly to collect revenues from the farmers. So that is why the word came collector.
Right.
That is it. You must have heard of a Hindi film called Lagan.
Yes.
Lagan is what? Revenue, tax.
Tax. Yes.
That is what they used to collect. Again, on the law and order front, magistrate. Magistrate what? You see CRPC, section 144. If somebody dies, unnatural death, the body has to be inspected. That has to be done by a magistrate. So there are many powers which for law and order. Suppose there is a land dispute and I have to impose restriction, nobody can enter that land. All these previous sections, 133, 144 of Criminal Procedure Code. So these powers are vested with district magistrate. So district magistrate earlier days had two roles: maintain law and order, collect tax. Today collect tax zero. Today it is ulta, transfer benefits, right? And beneficiaries, rural development, social development, women development, and district magistrate remains, because our country is a diverse country. And the beauty of the system is a Tamil officer is posted in Meghalaya. He has no relatives, he has nothing which can deviate him. He will become a firm officer. So that is a beauty, national integration. Ideally, today's district magistrate job is district magistrate number 1. Number 2 is coordinating officer. He coordinates some 30 plus departments of the district. He is like the chief minister of the district. Like ministers report to chief minister in the state capital. So all those PWD, PHE, electricity, this, that, disaster management, who is giving directions, who is coordinating the activities? Collector. So he's a coordinating officer.
Right.
In fact, I should name him district magistrate and development officer. The word development should come.
The nomenclature should change.
No, should change. It will change. But everybody knows that truth. But even today, our people, कि मेरा बेटा, मेरी बेटी collector बनेगा. That propels you. ठीक है? There are certain nomenclatures which excite you. So be it.
Yes.
No harm.
But compared to IAS, the other services are also there, right? So
Yes.
whether it is the IPS or the revenue services or the foreign services. Now, why do people consider IAS to be so coveted, or why is it sought to be the most sought after job?
As a collector, you are doing 100 jobs, diverse jobs. Today, you do not know what is my timetable tomorrow. Some problem may come. Suddenly, some scheme may come, or some responsibility may come which you do not know. So, in IAS, you never know your timetable, tomorrow's timetable. So, that gives you excitement, diversity, and fun. So, there are certain things which match your personal taste. In my career, I was collector of Howrah district. I was collector, sub-collector in Darjeeling, Durgapur, Asansol, West Dinajpur. So, being a civil engineer, when I landed up as member secretary of the Pollution Control Board, it changed my life. So much that I resigned from the IAS. I took voluntary retirement. That was just 20 years. I have done only 20 years in the IAS. Because this waste management, I, as a member secretary, Pollution Control Board, I was so unhappy to note that in Kolkata, all the hospital waste, which is very toxic, poisonous, that was getting mixed with our municipal waste, household garbage. And ultimately, everything was leaching inside the ground or flowing down to the river Hooghly. Do you think it is a big catastrophe?
Absolutely.
It is very easy for me to exercise my powers. What? Close the hospital. Switch off the electricity. Do you think I'm meant for that? We are developmental officer. So what I did, I created a common biomedical waste management facility, wherein all the waste of all the hospitals would be collected at their doorstep, transported by an agency, and the same agency will do the treatment and dispose it. Because hospitals are not meant to treat waste. They are meant to treat human beings. So let the waste treatment be done by a professionalized agency. This technique I learned from a company in Hyderabad called Ramki Group. Then we invited Ramki Group, please set up your facility in Howrah. They set up the facility. Then they set up their industrial waste facility, common industrial waste management, Haldia. And I got cooperation from the press, from the politicians, from the stakeholders, users. So it was very successfully established. Then I got in love with environment. Then I thought my rest of the life should be devoted to waste management. So I took voluntary retirement from the IAS at the age of 45 and to start a new journey, new job, new city, new boss. So I became MD of Ramki Enviro Engineers Limited. That how I joined in Hyderabad in the Ramki Group. And it was then one of the largest companies. And today it is the largest company in India.
So from civil services to corporate sector.
Corporate sector.
Quite interesting, sir. Like now talking about waste management, right? What exactly are the plethora of activities in waste management?
Waste management is, first of all, let us define waste.
Yes.
What is waste?
What is waste? Yeah.
When we are consuming anything, eating anything, like food, we throw, it is a waste, apparently, but it is not a waste because that food is processed into compost and the dry fractions of the municipal waste, dry part, that becomes a fuel for making waste to energy plants.
Yes.
Correct? From the wet waste, you can also convert that wet waste into biogas.
Right.
Wet waste has a property, is an organic dead matter. If it decomposes with oxygen called aerobic decomposition, it becomes compost. If it decomposes without oxygen, anaerobic decomposition, it converts into biogas. What is biogas? It is methane with the impurities of carbon dioxide and H2S. If you remove that impurity, it becomes a wonderful gas, as good as natural CNG. Therefore, it is called bio-CNG. So this bio-CNG, waste to is the future of the waste management techniques today. And in waste management, if you do not do it, what will happen? Suppose you throw the waste, our municipal waste. What? It will become a mountain. And you have many mountains. You know how many mountains we have in the country today? 2,400 mountains in India. These mountains, what will happen? The waste will decay.
Like in Jawahar Nagar also.
It was there. Now we have removed that mountain. We have made a project there.
You were instrumental in that, right?
I was the project director. I created this project in the year 2012. Established the project. Okay. That I take a lot of pride in it.
Yes.
For me, that is my mother. That is my temple. Okay.
Could you explain, sir, step by step?
I will do that. First, I am telling you what is waste management.
Please.
So, if you do not do waste management, you let the waste accumulate outside the city and keep making a mountain of it. What will happen? The organic matter is there. Poisonous, everything is inside that mountain. everything, all the dirty things, poisonous liquid called leachate.
Yep.
Leachate. It will start percolating and it will go under the earth and mix with the groundwater, what we call as aquifer, where our villagers have hand pumps and draw water. It will get contaminated, lot of disease, and you do not know the consequences when the leachate mixes. Okay, number one. Number two, the waste inside the mountain is not getting oxygen. So it will what happen? It will decompose anaerobically without oxygen and convert into methane.
Right.
What is methane? It is as good as your LPG gas, and methane will go in the air, and if there is a spark, it will catch fire. So you hear of many waste dumps catching fire.
Yes.
Methane is the culprit. And you also know methane is the dirtiest greenhouse gas. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas. Methane is 24 times more deadly than carbon dioxide. So will you allow the methane to become a greenhouse gas over your atmosphere? No. If you are a wise man, you capture that methane. Use it as a fuel. Okay. That is what we are doing. So we are creating wealth from the waste. And after all, there will be something left where you can't do anything. You can't recycle, recover, or you can't draw energy from it. That is a real waste, dirty, poisonous waste. So that portion, which is around 20% of the incoming waste, we send that waste to jail. Ajivan Karavas, lifetime imprisonment, which is called technically scientific landfill.
Okay.
In the process, that land will be lost to humanity forever.
Yes.
We are already short of land. And if you keep filling the land with the waste, what will happen? Not done. So today our endeavor is two things. One, first of all, transport the waste, collect the waste. Let not the waste be available. Take it to the processing site. Try to create maximum wealth from the waste, and whatever remains unwanted, you put in the landfill. But endeavor is to minimize the landfillable fraction.
But apart from landfill, what is the alternative that we have as a solution?
Landfill is used as a last disposal point.
Yeah.
That is the only disposal methodology. From the dry waste, we convert into electricity. So the ash will be there. That ash again can be used for embankment, for filling, and you can process that ash. Yes, some portion of the ash will be toxic. That again goes to landfill. So ultimately, every dirty fraction in the processing, be it compost making, be it electricity making, ultimately have something which is not desirable. That goes, landfill has to be there.
Yeah.
The challenge is how to minimize the landfillable amount. That means our methodology to process waste into electricity, compost, gas should be so good that we create minimum residues. This can only happen if we segregate our waste. Correct? Problem with India is we don't segregate our waste. Even if we segregate, somebody will mix it somewhere.
Like most of the households, even if they are very diligent, they segregate wet waste and dry waste. Now, municipal garbage truck comes in. उधर तो सब मिला के ही रहता ना.
That is the tragedy. That is the tragedy. So, I'll tell you a very interesting anecdote.
Please.
First, let me say that this member secretary post, it was fun for me. It was a lot of service to the nation.
Right.
Kolkata became very clean. And in the process, I became very famous.
What were the initiatives that you took, sir?
Initiative, I created a common biomedical waste facility in Kolkata. I created the common facility for industrial waste in Haldia. That was first in eastern India.
Right.
And that too in West Bengal. People were very happy. They were surprised. Then private companies were happy that this is one officer who helps, who does not take bribe. And he is behaving as if he is their officer rather than a government officer. So that is a win-win situation, right? So we have a common cause, service to the nation.
Right.
And there is no greater service than cleaning the waste. What did Gandhiji say? Cleanliness is only next to godliness. So basically, I'm a cleaner. I'm a cleaner by nature. I'm a cleaner by profession.
Yes, sir. One last question. Like they say, clean house but dirty street. In India, this
Yeah.
is the mindset. Right?
Yes, yes.
And when we just a while ago, you mentioned about Mahatma Gandhi.
Yeah.
You know, like when Swachh Bharat mission was launched, also it was said that it is Gandhiji's ideals which we are trying to implement.
Yes.
So, what exactly is the ideal of Mahatma Gandhi, and how do we link it with waste management or the Swachh Bharat?
Mahatma Gandhi is father of the nation, and truly so. He taught the idea of cleanliness right in those days.
Right.
And thank God, finally the government woke up. And shall I tell you, waste management can only happen if there is a political will. Underline these words. Now we have political will in the country. Otherwise, do you think in Delhi, the national capital of India, there are mountains of waste?
Yes, yes.
Dirty mountains? Who created the mountains? Who allowed the mountains to happen? Was the country without politicians? Was Delhi without politicians then? They were politicians, but they never bothered. Waste management is never have been a political priority. Rather, even today, there are two theories where politicians consider waste management as a liability. It is a pity. Theory number one, NIMBY theory. NIMBY. Do waste management, but not in my backyard. Badbu aayega, ye hoga, wo hoga. That mindset, unfortunately, is there, but it is changing. Another theory, all related to politicians, NIMET, NIMET, not in my elected term. So, if there is a political will, officers will do whatever politicians say, you know. Officers implement policies.
Right.
They don't create political will. But some people do create political will. Gandhiji, cleanliness is godliness. Okay, number one. Another thing, let me tell you. We think that we have inherited this earth. We live on this planet, we have inherited from our ancestors. No, it is not like that. And I told you, political will only can implement waste management. Officers are good and bad, both. If they are asked to do waste management, they will do waste management. But if politicians themselves are creating hurdles, or not interested, or are indifferent, as they were, otherwise Delhi would not have had mountains of waste.
Yes, sir. Now, you also worked as a district collector, right, sir, in West Bengal, and also across various departments. Now, how was it like working in a state like West Bengal? What are the peculiarities that you observed?
See, as an IAS officer, you should never think that I am a Sahab now. Moment you think I am a Sahab, you will have lot of, clashes within yourself. So better to think that I am a servant to the nation. If you go with that mentality, then even small things will make you happy. Not like our Telugu thali with everything together. Rasam, sambar, whatever, no? I'll enjoy Telugu food also.
So as you said, if we have the will, definitely we can move mountains.
Yes.
Earlier you started by moving the mountains for the rifle range, later for the waste management and stuff like that.
Yes.
So people say there's a lot of red tapeism and bureaucratic hierarchy. How do we tackle this? How did you tackle that, personally?
Well, it's a difficult question, and many of us experience it, suffer it. But
Inevitably suffer it.
No, we are all part of the system. And shall I tell you, sometimes we need red tapeism also, bureaucracy also. Otherwise, leak paper, NEET paper got leaked, right? Some process was not followed somewhere.
Yeah.
So, you see, bureaucracy, they say red tape, actually, you have to follow the processes. If you follow processes, it takes time. But public and politicians are always in a hurry. They want instant delivery. And bureaucrats are there to make the system, frame the system, follow the system.
Right.
So when you cut short, sometimes it appears that red tape is there. I used to hear from my minister sometimes, Sir, why are you delaying the whole thing? No, sir, I have to follow this process. Tomorrow there will be inquiry by CBI. If I don't follow a process for procurement, for example, I have to do tender. People have to apply. There's a last date, the evaluation. It has to be dispatched by a third party. So we have to follow the process. But yes, sometimes processes becomes more important than the people. Then there is a problem. Then you have to change the process or change the people. But at the end of the day, you have to protect the people's interest. And in doing so, you have to frame robust processes which have to be followed. So that's my answer.
Like coming to work-life balance, sir, as an IAS officer, civil servant, how did you manage your time?
Well, as an IAS officer, work-life balance sometimes goes for a toss. Generally, life is determined. And as I told you, you do not know tomorrow's timetable. When I was in Balurghat, suddenly the floods came. There are 3 rivers. Let me recall the names. Atrai, Tangan, Punarbhava. Wow. I am recalling the river's name in 92. Suddenly the flood came. Within 1 hour, roads connection broke. Everybody stranded. Petrol out, vegetables out, food out. Then helicopter, arranged, talk to army. Timetable changed, right? And then you don't think of family. You have to think of family of the poor people who are stranded, whose animals already dead. Villagers almost on the brink of death. You have to rescue them. So work life, what work life? Then the life of other people becomes more important than your own balance. So this happened. So 1 month I was camping here and there. No mobile, even if telephone. There in Balurghat, if I have to talk home, way back in, my father was posted in Hisar. If you book an emergency trunk call, that will mature in 4 hours, emergency call. So communication not there. Family forget them. You tell them I'm going. When I'll come, you do not know. Many times it happened. Law and order happened on 6th December, 92. I was ADM Asansol. I had to call army. I had to march with army columns on the roads of Asansol. My only happiness is that not even a single person died in the riots there. So work-life balance is there, but the IAS job is very demanding. In Kalimpong, we were not sure of our own life tomorrow, whether we will breathe tomorrow or not. 2 of my batchmates have died in these circumstances. I told you just now. So this is a part of the job.
So didn't you ever feel like I am in the wrong place?
No, I never felt I'm in the wrong place because I came on my choice. I never felt.
And didn't you ever fear in this kind of situations, volatile situations, didn't you fear for your life?
Yes, we do.
Then how do you motivate yourself to
that I have already told you. In Kalimpong, I never knew. I am saying as a normal IAS officer, you do not know tomorrow's timetable. When I was in Kalimpong, you never know whether you will breathe tomorrow or not.
So how do you motivate yourself?
Then you motivate, you get used in the system. See, when a person works in a colliery, he becomes black every day. So he gets used to it. Today, if I put some black, let's say kajal, then they will feel bad, no? But there you are already black. You are in the system, you don't feel, it's okay. In the summertime, when the current goes, you sweat, no? So after 1 hour, you are very miserable in the beginning. But if the current doesn't come for 4 days, like it used to happen in Balurghat, why, sir, there is no electricity, it's a transformer stolen. So these things happen. Even now, these things happen.
The same analogy can be applied to corruption also, right? Like system is corrupt.
Yes.
You also become corrupt.
So let me tell you.
How can you maintain
Let me tell you. Corruption is in IAS. Yes. Corruption the politicians. Yes. Corruption everywhere.
Even in
it
corporate
will depend upon the people. You see, in IAS does not get people from Spain. Or people from, who was the other finalist? Argentina.
Yeah.
We are all Indians. So our Indian blood is same. Same blood in her body, same blood in my body. So corruption can be, if you are, it does not depend where you are. People will corrupt. this NEET paper leak or whatever leakage is happening because of corrupt people in the system.
Right.
Do you think the minister wanted the NEET examination to be hijacked? So corrupt system will be there. But yes, now current dispensation is very strict about corruption. And exemplary punishment, I think, should be given like China. In China, in Singapore, exemplary punishment is given to government officers who are corrupt.
Yes.
Including death penalty. China. But things are changing in India, let me tell you. Social media can be very, very miserable. Sometimes they attack unnecessary also. But now the information channels are very fast. Very difficult. But people still do corruption.
Yeah.
You read in the newspapers, Chapa, ED, CBI, in the IAS officers. I don't know what will they do. At the end of the day, you need meals for 2 days, no? You need one house, maybe one scooter, one car, some money for your security. What will you do with that extra money, tell me? But lalach buri wala hai.
Yes, sir. Like finally, like Hyderabad, sir. You said like you love Hyderabad.
Yeah, I love Hyderabad.
For that?
Huh?
What are the reasons for your
You see,
liking it?
Hyderabad, I used to come from West Bengal on many occasions. I was director sericulture. Office was in Bengaluru. So the flight was Calcutta, Hyderabad, Begumpet Airport then Bengaluru. So when I used to come to Hyderabad, what a beautiful city, green, so good roads, etc. Number two, I used to come Hyderabad, IT secretary to understand e-governance here. That was in the year 2004-5. I was so happy. This lake, Hussain Sagar is polluted even now, forget that. Such wide roads, and it was slopey, good green cover, flyovers are beautiful too. So these were external signs. I said, oh, lovely building. They said, no, sir, it is not a palace. It is a school, Hyderabad public school.
Yeah.
Then I suddenly desired, wish my son was studying here. Just desired, no.
I hail from that school.
Good, congratulations. So I just desired. God also fulfilled my desire. When I came in 2006, my son was in class 2. He entered at class 2, exited at class 12. But most important thing, which I now discover, I find Telugus are very hardworking people. Generally, they don't ask for jobs. They give jobs. Point number one. 75% infrastructure companies in India are registered out from Hyderabad. 3, they are very cleanliness-minded people. You will find any Telugu house very clean, their society very clean, things very clean. They are very green-minded people. They will have a lot of saplings, they will grow trees. Then they are religious people. They believe in God. You know why? You should always have a boss over you. You become berserk when you don't have a boss, because you are not accountable to anybody, no?
Right.
So if you are very religious-minded, neat and clean, and they are very soft also. We in North India are very boisterous. We speak loud. If I get 1 lakh rupees, no, I will announce to 50 people that I got 1 lakh rupees. Here one person came to me when I was sitting in Ramki office in white shirt, not very decent looking also. Then we had a discussion, he left. Then my person told me, sir, do you know who he was? Tell me. Sir, his net worth is 500 crores. So that is a level of, they don't boast of things like that. They're very humble. Generally, I'm saying. So all these qualities I think I have in me, try to have in me. And living with such society, I am improving also. So I have become Telugu Bida.
Very glad to know about it.
Yeah.
Apart from your mother, sir, like any prominent personality that you look up to?
Prominent personality? There are many heroes and heroines in my life. I cannot place finger on one or the other. Primarily, my mother is a combination of Goddess Durga, Goddess Lakshmi, Goddess Saraswati. All these 3 Devis you add is equal to my mother Brijbala.
Fantastic to know, sir. Like on a conclusionary note, any words of wisdom that you'd like to share with the younger generation?
My word of wisdom to younger generation is, first of all, love your country, become useful to the country. You love your subject, what we call as aptitude you develop. Plan your work and work your plan. Always plan your work and work your plan. Be target oriented. महाभारत में जो कृष्ण ने कहा था लक्ष्मण को, नहीं सॉरी, अर्जुन को, कि तुझको क्या दिख रहा है? He said, I am only seeing the eye of the fish.
Right.
So that should be the focus, sharp focus on the target.
Rather sharp focus.
And if you have the target, and if you are sincere, and if you are working with the plan your work and work your plan attitude, surely you will achieve success. My blessings. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you so much for such energetic, enthusiastic, and informative conversation, sir. I'm sure this discussion is not only for the civil services aspirants, but also for people in general. The youngsters will definitely draw a lot of inspiration and ideation from your approach towards life. Thank you so much. It was a
Thank you
pleasure
very
having
much.
you.